Hey everyone, let's take a look at another application problem. This one involves a piece of wire, but again, I call the problem wire problem for naming convention. I would like for you guys to pay attention to the general process and not so much, which specific problem it is. But in this particular problem, you have this length of wire that's 47 inches long. And you want to cut it into two pieces. Notice that it does not say two equal pieces, or we wouldn't have a whole lot of algebraic work to do. It would be a numerical calculation. So we're going to make the algebraic assumption here, because since we were not told to cut them in half, but we are to relate them to the first piece's length called x. So if the sum is 47 inches, the second piece would be 47 minus x inches. And then we have, two squares. Oops. Some side length for the first one and some name for the side length of the second one. And so initially what we have is that the area of these two added together looks like a s squared plus a squared. So again, I know to talk about area because it says express the total area enclosed by both squares ultimately in terms of x. Okay. Now notice we really don't want the variable s nor the variable a in our answer. We want to relate back to x. And these problems are really multi-step. So sometimes you get one like this and you might be able to do a whole lot of it without formalizing it into a step-by-step process, but I want to emphasize the process. Okay, so first, what are you trying to express? Secondly, what does it normally depend upon? In this case, area depends upon the side lengths of the two squares. Which variable do you wish to involve, and how do you link those two variables that you have to x? So what we notice is that if we're going to build a square, the piece of wire has to be cut into, or bent rather, not cut, into 4 equal pieces in order to make a square. Okay, so the length of wire is the distance around the square. Okay, so we would know that the perimeter of the first square has to be x, and then the perimeter of the second square would have to be 47 minus x. Okay, and then you're going to solve for the variables you intend to replace. And we can see that we would get s is the same as x over 4, and a is the same as 47 minus x over 4. Okay, and then we're going to go all the way back to step 1 and substitute what we've just found into the formula we have for the sum of the two areas, and then read the problem again, make sure we indeed have the correct variable, and we were asked to write the area in terms of x, and that is indeed what we have found here.